Hi guys, I'm Greg Aronowitz and this is BarnyardFX. So we're 1 week closer to Halloween and everyone's getting really excited around BarnyardFX. We're going to do a video this week about sculpting a Halloween thing. It's actually based on one of my favorite artists, Alex Pardee. I had the great honor of sculpting a bunch of his designs for a recent movie that we made together with Adam Green called Digging Up the Marrow. I just really like the way he uses line and particularly like wrinkles and form, and he just distorts things and has this strange angle on anatomy that's really fun to do. I follow him on Instagram, and Alex recently posted a design called Cinderella Man, aka he who didn't make it back before midnight and permanently changed into a pumpkin. And I just loved it. I was like, I have to make this thing. And I was thinking maybe I'll do it as a mask, or maybe someday I will do it as a mask, but I decided to make it as a sculpture. That's what we're gonna do right now. I started the process by building an armature, put a T at the top, wrap some tin foil around it, put some armature wire to help grip the clay. I sculpted the piece out of Roma plastilina, and I just packed the clay on until I had the size that I wanted, and then started using a printout of Alex's artwork to get all the contours and shapes, using all my various like rakes, spatulas, and brushes, building finally into like the small little details, the wrinkles around the face, cutting in the eyes. I did the stem and the pumpkin separate, and then we'll do that bushy stuff later. So I wanted to make a pretty sturdy mold. So Red 5 and I created a silicone matrix mold. So then I handed it off to Red 5 and Carrie, and they created the jacket, and we drilled a hole and put a piece of paper towel roll as a pour spout, and we pour silicone rubber into it. And that's gonna make our negative of the sculpture. Red 5 went in with a series of urethanes. We did a 1630 skin and then backed it with quick cast and poured up a solid Cinderella Man. Once I sanded down and primed the pumpkin head so that it was all perfect like the original sculpture again, then I went in with Magic Sculpt and put in the bushy stuff. This is the international symbol for bushy stuff. I'm sure there's all kinds of weird places you can apply this, but everyone will understand what you're talking about. I just made little leafy chunks of Magic Sculpt and stuck them all around the stem, and then just worked it with the spatula till it kind of matched the shapes of Alex's artwork. Let that dry and the sculpture was done. Now, I think the part I had the most fun with on this particular piece was painting. I started with lighter, paler orange and then built up brighter and darker shadows and tried to model it the way that his watercolor inky drawing is done. When all that was dry, I just went in with some acrylics and did some dry brush on the stem and a little dry brush on the bushy things. In his artwork, the eye and the teeth are super, super white, which on paper, like, it just makes it stand out and look so cool. And I felt that in the sculpture, it made them look a little plasticky. I didn't want to deviate from the artwork too much, but I just did a slight wash to kind of make them a little more old and zombie-like, which, hopefully Alex doesn't mind. I'm sure I'll get a text if he does, and then I'll just paint them white again. But, had a little bit of a creative interpretation there. We're always so busy here at BarnyardFX that I don't actually get to sculpt things just for fun. But I think from now on, when I get the chance, it'll definitely be something that Alex Pardee created, because I love his stuff. If you love this character as much as I do, he actually has prints for sale right now on his website, which we'll put the link below. Hopefully this sculpture doesn't give you nightmares, but hey, it's almost Halloween, so let's go with it. Stay tuned for more videos. See you soon.